Right now it's -4, feels more like -12. I'm Louis Butko. News next at 1 o'clock. The Jim Fannon Show starts now on News Talk 610, CKTB.
This is the Jim Fannon Show on Niagara's News Talk 610. Call now, 905-688-2582, 1-877-610-2582, or text us at 61010.
I've made one mistake in my life. I should have burned Berlin down.
And a beautiful sunny March 9th to you from downtown St. Catharines, live from 12 Yates Street, the corner of St. Paul West, the White House of Talk. This is the Jim Fannon Show.
I tear your heart out.
Every Sunday, right here on 610 CKTB on your AM dial. And catch us online, 610CKTB.com. We're stacked today, running tight, coming fast. Done at 1 o'clock when we pick up the feed from 1010. Don't forget to spring forward. Did you change your clocks? And have you seen the internet meme of the billboard that reminds, well, the billboard says remember, well, it says remember to move your clocks forward this weekend, but without the L. If I see that one more time, it'll be too soon. It's like when my church put up on the marquee, is God into politics? Not before I could snap a quick shot of it, though. Up on the show today, Mayor McMullen sends his regrets. He will rebook in the next couple of weeks. Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars are live in studio playing in Jonesy's booth. I'm stoked about this. Black Flies came in a few weeks ago, dropped a CD on me, said, hey, Aaron said to check it out. Out of obligation, just like Paige Kopp when I threw her disc in, and loved it. Out of obligation, I put it in my deck in the car, and it hasn't come out since. This guy is talent, straight up. So Nathaniel and company are in the booth. We'll get to them at the first bumper on the way back. They're going to come back live. And then we're going to touch on, well, you can't not talk about the Ice Dogs. The Burke family coming to the table with one large. That's 1 million large. And the effect that the Ice Dogs alone have had on downtown St. Catharines, possibly. I don't know, maybe I'm just coming to the realization as I roll up and down the main drag St. Paul Street with my realtor hat on, thinking, damn, there's hardly any vacancies out here anymore. And when real estate brokerages start buying up vacant buildings and putting commercial offices, i.e. Margie Spence, putting a commercial division downtown for Royal LePage, I think we can safely say we've turned the corner with brutal prices downtown and a very high vacancy rate. 5 years ago, I did a survey of downtown myself. I walked it, and I think it was almost 50% vacancy rate. You'd be hard-pressed to find something that's not reopening as something or just been vacant forever. Almost everything's locked up. So we'll talk Little Ice Dogs in the Burke family, transplants from another community, self-made, in the printing business, sold out of another community, bought the dogs and moved them to Niagara. What a great family. Kids have stuck around. So, and the effect on downtown. So we'll touch on that. We're going to touch on a little bit of International Women's Day at the Niagara Entrepreneur of the Year Awards in the weekend. Women's Day event this week as well. Talk about some great local women. And, we're going to get Jesse Reed in March 16th. Paige Kopp March 30th for local talent. And we will take your calls. Open phones, 905-688-2582. Other ways that you can interact with the show on Twitter, at 610CKTB. At Jim Fannon. Send me Gmail, jimfannon@gmail.com. Listen on live. Online live. Up next, we're going to hit the Ice Dogs, their investment in downtown. And have they made a difference just by themselves? City Council taking some proactive steps too. We'll take your calls right here on the Jim Fannon Show on 610 CKTB.
This is the Jim Fannon Show on Niagara's News Talk 610. Call now, 905-688-2582, 1-877-610-2582, or text us at 61010.
Don't tell me where we're going. We'll know when we get there. Don't tell me where we're going. We'll know when we get there. Don't tell me where we're going. We'll know when we get there. Don't tell me where we're going, love. We'll know when we get there. I'm seeing you in colors. God is moving through you. I'm seeing you in colors. God is moving through you. And there's a gentle breeze now that flows through you. There's a gentle breeze now that flows
Welcome back.
through you.
Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars, Nathaniel Gould, Matthew James. Wow. Flattered to have you guys in, man. Another great local talent making time to come into the show. Thank you, boys. We're going to talk a little bit about Rock Our Town. I got a music marathon coming up. Online radio station, I guess. I don't know much about it. Aaron Berger's going to speak to us at the bottom of the hour, as they say in the radio business, 12:30. So coming up at the next segment. And we'll take your calls for Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars. Great job doing live bumpers on the way back. Just want to hit the topic. Locally reported in the St. Catharines Sun, and I know I say St. Catharines Sun. I know it's the Standard. Somebody chirping me on social media. It's the Standard. Well, I don't know where you put the Sun, because the Sun owns the Standard. And it sounds and looks a lot like the Sun. Get it? The comments section. You can't give $1 million away in this town as a local owner of a sports team. They got a street named after them. Yeah. A little bit of marketing for the team. These guys are not even, didn't make their money here and came to this town. Well, I understand they're old. Billport go to Ridley? I think I read that somewhere. Give it $1 million, and the comment section of the story in the Standard is hideous. 905-688-2582. Can I get a feel-good story? I'm trying to make it about the Ice Dogs. I think they've done a great job in transforming the landscape partially of downtown St. Catharines. Alex Digenis, how are you, my brother?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good today. Feeling that we're a little tight, but Aaron Berger's rocking out.
Awesome.
My brother.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. You're on, go.
Jimmy, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I read some of the comments, and
you actually got into it. Now, I haven't seen you commenting too often on the standard comments section. Is that something you normally do?
Well, I don't, but when I do, much like the guy that drinks beer, when I do, I do something crazy like use my own name.
Yeah, I do too. And I used to put my toe in the pool a few months ago, and I didn't really. Like, we're all sensitive. We all want to be loved and liked. And I mean, I think you got a great reputation around town. I didn't go through it all. I only saw Matt Cisco saying, hey, don't feed these trolls. So did they come after you because you were saying good on you or what?
Well, I don't know. It was everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? I guess where you draw the line is where you start attacking people that they don't even know. So, or that you don't even know. So I think at the end of the day, far be it for me to call anybody ignorant, but boy, oh boy, I think, as articulate people, we're able to take a position, and you and I have bitterly disagreed on occasion, and here we are having a civil conversation where, we could go out for a beer and rattle each other's cages and high five and go, that was a good one.
Now, tell me about your relationship with the Burks. You guys are kind of similar from the point that you had businesses in other communities. You've made Niagara your home, and I know that you worked closely, maybe not closely, but you're vocal supporter of building this new arena, and we've seen the effect of downtown, not solely because of the Ice Dogs necessarily, but certainly downtown has seen a resurgence, and the further the Arts Center gets along, the further the arena gets along, which are heavy price tags for the tax base to carry. I get that argument, but just speak to your relationship with the Burks and what you think they've done to help us turn downtown around.
Well, candidly, I didn't have a relationship with the Burks. I attended, I got into town and somebody said, hey, let's go to a hockey game, and I went, hey, good Canadian boy, sure, who's going to say no to a hockey game? Was absolutely blown away with what I saw, fell in love with the product, and then someone said, hey, you should meet these guys, and met them and just went, you got to be kidding. Like, they're supporting the community in so many different ways. And some of the arguments are, I got into it with this guy who's telling me it's Burke's Arena. It's Burke's Arena. If the Burks decided to leave St. Catharines and the Niagara region, they don't get to take the arena with them. So with all due respect, it's my arena, it's your arena, and it's anybody else's arena who wants to participate and enjoy it. And for those who don't, I completely respect their opinion, and I completely respect that you can have divergent opinions. I made the comment that for those many of my teachers know that I wasn't one for a library. I don't quite often go to a public swimming pool, So my kids don't play hockey anymore, so I'm not really going in and out of arenas as much. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to use any of those public facilities, but holy mackerel, I'm pretty grateful that they're there. I'm not really, I'll go to, I think I'm going to participate and go to the Performing Arts Center, but I don't know. I'm happy that it's there. I'm not going to be there every week. I'm happy that it's there.
Alex, tell me about, and props to you guys from the GNCC for showing up to the International Women's Day event. Great to see some men in the audience as well. It's not a women's only event. So, and great on the GNCC for sending the board members out there. I heard many of them were there, so that's great. We've got some great local women here. I hear that I wasn't at the event, but Yoga by Sarah had a nice 5-gift, very classy 5-gift certificate drop-in schedule type of thing. Margie Spence has done a lot in the community. We know that. She's president over here, or past president, not sure which, of the St. Catharines Club, Royal LePage. She's blown up in real estate around here, but been very active, raising money. Even Peggy Rose we've got some great real estate leaders. Peggy Rose runs one of the solidest brokerage out here with a reputation and a great split. Sally McGarr, a legend, actively locally here. You know, she started at Remax as the condo queen, and we've got some great people here. So tell us about the event, your experience of it, and how it's maybe changed a little bit over the last couple of years.
Well, let me share with you that I thought it was an incredible weekend for business in the Niagara region. So I am on the board at the Greater Niagara Chamber, and so put on this event honoring women in business and International Business Day week, and so, anyways, we go to this event. It's my first time. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, okay.
I walk in, and it, you know, if you can get past the fact that there's 350 women there, and I think there were 20 guys, you hopefully quickly moved past the obvious, and I sat down and was surrounded by I sat at a table with some business people, and it was fantastic. Like, what an event! Linda Reeves was honored, and
I heard she spoke really well.
Yep, and Shannon Passero was the keynote speaker, and this lady is nothing short of dynamite. I believe the number is 6,000 people that she employs, and she's got a big hand in transforming downtown Thorold, and it's just a dynamite, spectacular lady. And when you listen to her passion, and she's getting choked up talking about her business, and just a rock star. And then you follow that with an event for Entrepreneur of the Year award that was held in Niagara Falls. And it was a really, really cool weekend in Niagara in my mind. I attended both events and just left shaking my head, thinking, "Holy mackerel! If we could get all of these guys in a room, and for half a day, we could really solve a lot of the political and economic woes that are happening in our community."
Now, I know I can't talk you into running or announcing that you're going to run for everything. That we've ruled that out, killed that rumor.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that Go Transit, getting to go to Niagara Falls or getting to go to Niagara, I've heard your commercials, is it safe to say that's your next passionate pet project?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a goal of mine to put some people together that are going to go after this thing hard. And when I mean people, I couldn't care less whether you vote NDP or Liberal, or you're a business person, or you're a teacher, or you're in the union. I don't care. Candidly, I genuinely believe, when I looked at this area, Jim, and I looked at investing in the area, I sat down with my wife and I went over all the data, and there were some challenges, some very clear challenges, and those challenges still exist. At that time, and at this time, being here for 4.5 years, I genuinely believe that the thing that would make this community explode is a GO train.
And especially, I agree with you completely. Especially
Buffalo right now is literally in the process of linking Buffalo to New York City, and it might be a bit of a coincidence that they just landed 500 IBM jobs. And we're not.
Alex, I know you're really political too. Sorry to cut you short, but we got to get to the break here. Have you ever considered a slate of candidates that subscribe to the same kind of, I don't care if it's zero-based budget or how you want to look at things, GO Train is one of your, using this municipal and mayor elections all over Niagara to kind of get some people together? Is that the way you're looking at it? Are you going to form an unofficial coalition of people speaking out and make placards? What's your plan?
Yeah, I don't know about how political it's going to be. We're not. I don't know if we're getting T-shirts and scarves. I know Wayne has got the patent on orange scarves, but
and a mustache.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far. But certainly a group of people that are passionate about one goal is definitely a plan and a dream. That's a big deal, and I'm sure that'll probably give some people the standard blogs, something to throw crap on for, but that doesn't matter, right? We're going to move on and move ahead, and at the end of the day, I genuinely think, and I've talked to a lot of people who share the same opinion, that the GO will probably be the biggest transformation to the Niagara region. And the goofy part, and I'm going to remind you, is I'm a car salesman talking about GO Transit.
Yeah,
so, my motto should be, it's us or the bus, because there isn't one. But at the end of the day, I think that this is going to be an enormous boon to the economy and to our lifestyle here in Niagara, and I think it's going to be huge. So definitely.
Alex D., appreciate your time. Thanks for listening and taking the chance to call in. Going on with more Aaron Berger here. So I cut my mic a little early. I think I was trying to drop Alex.
Great talking to you.
Later, brother. Davy Jones running the board. Aaron Berger. We're going to talk a little about Rock Our Town when we get back. Music Marathon. Local Niagara natives here. Playing on the way out, this is the Jim Fannon Show on 610 CKTB.
Hey, 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 hey.
This is the Jim Fannon Show on Niagara's News Talk 610. Call now, 905-688-2582, 1-877-610-2582, or text us at 61010.
Grip of your soul pulling me down this road. And you always, always, always find a way to leave your mark on me, your mark on me. I hear the street singing this song to me. And I start to feel all of this cosmic energy. We're gonna light up this town. We're gonna light up this town. We're gonna light up this.
Welcome back. I am Jim Fannon. That is Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars, Nathaniel Gould, Black Flies, MJ, Matthew James. Nicely done. Appreciate them coming in, local guys. And we're going to talk to them a little bit about Rock Our Town and the Niagara Music Marathon that they got coming up. Rock Our Town, I'm interested to check this out and see what it's all about. Internet radio intrigues me. Rock Our Town is a Niagara-born radio station just promoting live, or not live, but Niagara-based musics. Aaron Berger, thanks for making the trek across the hall. Well done, man.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us on today, Jim.
No problem. Tell me about Rock Our Town. I really don't know anything about it much other than you're connected to it. I think your video release party for the song you just played, My City, My Stage.
That's right. Yeah,
just came up. It's all kind of linked somehow. So
it started in the fall. Rock Our Town. Keith Bellamy and Katie Billowas started the station, and really they were looking for a way to promote the local music talent here. And they thought, that one way to do that would be to start this. There's a 24-hour radio stream that's playing
just like a local internet Niagara-based music channel?
Exactly, yeah. So they started the station off and had a few hundred songs that were sent in, but then boom, things exploded a lot faster than they had anticipated, and before they knew it, they were had thousands of songs that were being sent in, and
Wow.
they got a lot of support from the community, and things just started steamrolling.
Nathaniel Gould,
Hi.
my introduction to you years ago, I guess, Green Party hired you
Yeah,
guys for a gig
yeah,
as,
we
Black
played for you, yeah.
Flies. So you get some history in town here.
Yeah.
You involved in this as well, this local internet channel?
Yeah, I'm in full support of it, and me and Aaron usually team up and try to get involved with like community fundraisers, and we kind of see this as definitely a really good opportunity for
Right.
everyone. So yeah, I'm behind it, and I usually help out with events that they're planning, and
Commercial free?
yeah,
You selling ad space on it, or are they just running DJ free? I haven't got a chance to check it out, so I'm a little new to
so
this.
there is an Inside the Music program that features different local acts that come in, kind of similar to this, where
Okay.
their music is played and they also get interviewed. But right
Wow.
now there is no, there are no commercials that are part of the station, and that's part of where Rock Our Town is at, is still figuring out how to make a sustainable model without making it too much of a corporate focus.
Got it. Now tell me about this Niagara Music Marathon. What do you guys got planned for this?
We got, it's going to be awesome. It's next weekend, and it's at Winding Path
Okay.
Media, which is a studio downtown in Niagara Falls.
Okay.
And there's at least 24 bands that are going to be playing over the course of 30 hours.
So they roll into the studio, broadcast live?
Exactly.
One after another.
One after another.
I love that
All night.
idea. So March, what is it, 15th and
So
16th?
March 15th and 16th, the kickoff is 6 p.m. Saturday night on the 15th, and then people can stay dialed in at rockourtown.com.
Right.
And then they also can drop in at Winding Path Studio if they want to come and check out
How many
some of
songs
the
are
action.
each act gonna do?
Each act will do about 40 to 45 minutes, as well
Oh,
as
okay.
a small kind of interview component as well.
Oh, I see. So it's like a 1 hour segment featuring a certain band and their music.
Exactly.
yeah.
So
They'll be interviewed and get to play a spot, and it's live streamed too. Right?
That's right.
So
It's a great idea.
Right on.
It's kind of cool how this all was born. Like, I'm a political animal first, and that's what brings me here. I've long been a caller on Tom McConnell's show because he's runs a tight show. It got great topics, and it's mostly political leaning. So as a caller, and then just kind of morphed into this, and then that morphed into, hey, we could do live music coming back from commercials. So, I used to take a lot of pride in my bumper music because it's, mostly independent UK. You've never heard, like, my theme song coming in. It's a violently wicked tune for me, and no one's ever heard it before. I know that, so I love bringing music to people for whatever reason. And I asked you, outside the door there, how cool must it be? Because I'm singing your tune. It's in my head. I got 3 songs I listened to on the way in, 3 of my favorites now, so I hit them. Then I listened to one for the first time for the lyrics, because I don't always critically listen to music and take the lyrics apart.
Right.
Like, wow, this guy's great. How cool is it to have me humming or singing your tune as I'm going down the hall, like, as a rock star? I don't know. That's got to be pretty gratifying.
well, I don't know if
Not that me humming it. I'm just saying anyone that's got your song on their lips, it must be kind of cool.
Well, it feels amazing. It does. It feels great because any song that you sing it because you're trying to express something that you feel inside yourself. And I think that's one of the amazing things about music is it helps you to bring out into the world different things that you do feel inside. And then when somebody is singing your song, they're helping to kind of share in that spirit and pass that on to others as well.
Nicely done. Aaron Berger is my guest. Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars were in today. Nathaniel Gould.
Hi.
MJ, well done. Laid back. rockourtown.com. Go check it out. Should have done my homework a little bit more, but just great learning about it. Coming in, we'll talk a little bit about Rock Our Town, Niagara's Music Marathon, and what Aaron Berger's got coming up. We're going out with another tune of his right here on 610 CKTB.
Yes, I was looking at myself from the outside, looking in.
This is the Jim Fannon Show on Niagara's News Talk 610. Call now, 905-688-2582, 1-877-610-2582, or text us at 61010.
Young things are never easy. With heavy hearts, we try to swim across the ocean. And if I find my soul, will I find my motion? Seems everyone I know is trying to find their place. And maybe I'm lost, I'm out of control. And to find my way, I've got to let it roll.
Welcome back. I'm Jim Fannon. Mics are live, brother.
Sorry.
It's all good. Live radio. That's Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars. Man, what a tight tune. Like I said, I put your disc in out of obligation almost, and really happy with the way it sounds. And we've got a lot of great local talent here. Talk to us a little bit more about Rock Your Town. 30 hours, 24 bands. They're all set, so you're not looking for more talent. Rockourtown.com is how you listen to it.
You got it.
And
so it's in support of raising fundraising for the station. Because really a lot of the expenses have been out of pocket for the station, and they're providing a community platform that's benefiting all the musicians here in town, and now open to the bands are coming together to help to support the station.
Nice.
Helping to build that two-way street.
My Stage Mondays. What are you doing?
My Stage Mondays, we have a community music night downtown in Niagara Falls. Nathaniel recently said, why don't we start a music night downtown in the Falls? There's a bit of a void. So we started the night, and the response has been fantastic. So we're doing it at the Capitol Q downtown every Monday night. We go from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. doing 15-minute artist showcases. And then the end of the night, 11 o'clock to 12, we do a big open jam.
What's your thoughts on what we can do as a community, as city councils, regional councils? I mean, I've often chirped, we've got a great opportunity here. We're opening a brand new arena. Everyone's saying, well, bring Rush in, bring Red Rider, Tom Conk. I'm like, no, Mice on the Hurricane, Black Fly. Maybe you can't do a whole show on local talent. Some of the guys floated the idea that you have a rider or something, you have a big act like Dallas Green comes in, open up. You got to use local guys. You can't bring your own opening acts. Any thoughts on what we can do politically as a region and our independent towns to kind of foster arts, specifically music? It seems like we've got a huge natural resource here that's kind of untapped.
I agree, and I think that shift is starting to happen now. So I'd say that the first step is just an awareness of the talent that's here, so that talent can be celebrated more. So I think Rock Our Town's part of that. And then people having experiences where, for one thing, just them coming out to be a part of the music and the art community that's here in the region, to get inspired and to get involved in your local community more. And then on the municipal level, we need more funding. Like I joke around now because it feels like being an artist, you're a perpetual fundraiser, and just having more support as far as infrastructure, like the Art Center, is it increases civic pride. I think just for people to say, give people a reason to feel good about their community. And I think that the music and the artistic talent that's here in the region is world class, and can give people a reason to say, I'm from St. Catharines or Niagara Falls, etc., and I'm proud about that.
Clark Bitter, when he was running for the Greens at the last by-election here, kind of made the point, and it's kind of news to me. It shifted my paradigm, how I think about musicians. A lot of people have put down their tools at their job and laid off. The high unemployment rates are around Niagara, that's no secret, and picked up their guitars and tried to make a living out of making music and going out there and playing the scenes. I don't know. I mean, it can't be for everyone. Probably late nights and self-promotion, like non-stop self-promotion, trying to get gigs. Do you see that as a viable way to make a living?
Well, I think that the part of us being stuck in this kind of current paradigm is this obsession with the bottom line, and kind of coming into different crises, environmental as well as economic, is forcing us to have new approaches to kind of exploring everything. So with that being said, is it a way to necessarily make a living? I don't know. I mean, most of the people that I know don't make very much money playing music, but they don't play music because they want to make money.
Because you appreciate it, and it's a lifestyle. You know, you're enjoying what you're doing. A lot of the things that go along with the arts is that it's kind of like committing to your craft and rolling with the punches. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but it is tough. It is because there's so much of it, right? But
I just want to say, just before, because we're running short on time today, but you can jump back in, how flattering it was for me to put that disc in and a few songs in. There's a song not only with St. Catharines in the lyrics, but in the title. And I just felt maybe it's my small town boy in me that is just completely like, what? He said St. Cat. And I played it's a great song. So I'm playing it for my friends and they're like, oh, cool. Like that's, tell me a little bit about yourself and how the inspiration, because I don't think you're a local boy, are you?
Well, I'm from Niagara Falls, and then I studied at Brock University.
Well, so you were born and raised in Niagara?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking through your songs that maybe you're coming from another location. Okay.
But while I was living downtown in St. Catharines, I felt like I went through kind of a love affair with the city and with the movement that I feel is happening here in St. Catharines, a shift towards a more creative base. And the song came from that place, from that feeling of inspiration and watching the city in its metamorphosis now and the way that it's changing.
Awesome. Speak of the devil, Clark Bitter, what do you want?
Hey, how are you, Jim?
I'm all good.
Hi,
you?
Colin.
Hi, boys. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Nathaniel.
Hey,
Hi, Clark.
What's up?
Listen, Jim, I just want to say kudos to you for bringing these guys on and really giving exposure to the wealth of talent that we have here in the Niagara region. And the more of us that push for this to become a focal point, the more it can be, and the more all of us can benefit from it, both emotionally and economically. You know, it's more festivals, more music, and more arts can really generate jobs. I mean, there's peripheral jobs.
You know, Clark, thanks for listening, number one, and thanks for taking the time to call. You know, it's funny that it takes a Green Party guy, and I don't know you that well. I met you a little bit through the last election, but you're saying benefit from it emotionally and economically. I love how you music is just so important to me. It's a background. It's the soundtrack of my life. It's on everywhere, in the car, at the house, at the office. I listen to talk radio too, but music is always there. It's funny that you put an emotional connection to it and and put a value on that too. It's you nailed it, brother.
Well, it's we kind of learned that from Aaron with his "You Are Me" movement that he has. We're all attached emotionally to the music that we listen to for one reason or another. It signifies certain events in our lives. We hear a song on the radio from when we were younger and we remember things, maybe your first kiss or when you met your wife or things like that. And we need to recognize that connection and how healthy that is to explore.
Awesome, Clark Bitter. Thanks for taking the call. Time to call. On the way out, You Are Me. What's this all about?
Well, you are me, I am you, we are one, and this is a fun celebration of our interconnectedness.
You're a hippie. Straight up. That's the hippiest thing I've ever heard. Well done. Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars, Nathaniel Gould, Matthew James, rockourtown.com. Check them out. March 15th and 16th, 30 hours, 24 bands, live stream at Rock Our Town. Winding Path is the studio. Man, I'm proud of you guys. Well done. Community effort.
Fun. Thank you very much for the platform today and having us on, Jim, and for helping to represent the local Niagara town.
I'm honored to have you in. Jesse Reed is next week, the 16th. Paige Kopp, March 30th. She's going to put a crew together. I don't want to say 15 years old because that makes her special, but not bad. She's writing music and pretty solid music for 15.
We actually had her at My Stage Mondays last week.
Nice. That's where I was seeing Capital Q because I'm like, where's Capital Q? Yeah. Queen Street District?
Yes.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Coming up on future shows, Jesse Reed. Next week, we got a blank in the schedule for the 23rd, so I'm hunting some local talent down. 30th, Paige Kopp and Company. I am Jim Fannon. This is 610 CKTB.